Hello, MF team and valued stakeholders. My name is Bert, and today I'll be pitching my intervention plan, which aims to decrease the disease burden of malaria in the Ugandan communities you serve. Start off, I was intrigued to read a 2020 study by Santos et al., which analyzed AMF's long-lasting insecticidal net, or LLIN, distribution. This study found that 58.8% of distribution records mentioned no form of education initiative in their report, which formed the basis of this intervention. As distribution of LLINs has proven effective, AMF has long set their focus on this logistical service. However, growing bodies of research indicate the necessity of further intervention post-distribution. Specifically, there is a growing gap in LLIN misuse and lacking incentives or awareness to stop this behavior. At this point in time, there is an established requirement for community monitoring, as our own surveys from various regions such as the Kakomo and Nutangamo districts have shown. For the success of this intervention, it is going to be paramount to conduct this project in tandem with the local community. Previous interventions in the region by other organizations, such as the Malaria Consortium, have highlighted a system called a behavioral change campaign. This focuses on holistic cultural education that aims to establish a self-monitoring community, where leaders and children participate in the process of maintaining LLINs and ensure that misuse is discouraged as a community. Further focus on the population we're addressing through this intervention is necessary, as Uganda already receives considerable contributions from AMF and still has one of the highest disease burdens out of any other country. It's clear that further intervention is necessary to quell the spread of malaria. Qualitative documentation of local interviews support the fact that a holistic approach where all aspects of proper LIN use and maintenance monitored through the community is effective. Various post-distribution surveys estimate an 80 to 87% utilization ratio of nets provided to the various Ugandan communities. This ratio being as close to 100% as possible would prove crucial in decreasing the disease burden of malaria, and we aim to inch closer through this intervention. And further details should help picture how various aspects of this intervention will be fleshed out. The two primary needs that were assessed for you include LLIN misuse and lacking care, and absence of community-based monitoring. To ensure LLIN longevity, it is paramount for us to collaborate in de-incentivizing misuse through our community approach. As leaders and children will be educated in the harms of LLIN misuse, monitoring for it will become ingrained into local activities. To ensure that this is continued, community-centered behavioral change campaigns, or BCC, will be led regularly. These campaigns will consist of holistic BCC workshops where local distribution partners will help run the community leader-led workshops. This ensures that the delivery of LLI and maintenance information is culturally appropriate. Furthermore, there is a cost benefit to you as communities will spread LLI and maintenance tips amongst themselves, and funding will be most needed as an overhead cost for the workshops themselves. To address the second need, the need for monitoring, studies show that the communities that utilize LLINs appropriately are the ones that monitor internally. To facilitate this, we can focus on the population that is most likely to misuse LLINs, while also being the population that could be the most active in monitoring. This group are the children, who can actively participate in community leader-led monitoring activities. Community leaders who work with local schools can receive financial compensation for running monitoring campaigns, and the communities that successfully increase proper LLIN utilization will receive compensation also. As such, schools will be crucial for monitoring and spreading of information to all levels of the community. Finally, I want to conclude with the reasons we will succeed where others have failed. Firstly, this intervention has laid out funding allocation, where partners will receive additional funding to run workshops at minimal cost. The preparation of holistic educational material will be done in accordance with experts in the public health sector and local leaders. Additional cultural sensitivity training for partners will further ensure cultural appropriateness, and local leaders will also be compensated. A detailed budget table with these points in mind will be ready for you once we initiate this project together. You can see in the top right some partners that are willing to work with us on this. You'll want to join me on this journey, as this intervention has various aspects that will give us an edge over others who have tried before us. Firstly, studies show that positive results are achieved best through a combination of mass and interpersonal education programs. In contrast, previous interventions focusing solely on health effects of malaria and highly detailed education have failed. As such, the proposed scheme focuses on the training of partners, community leaders, and children, fits into the successful intervention model, and is made up of two pillars. Training distribution partners and providing them with holistic education materials facilitates the mass education pillar. Children and community leaders form the interpersonal education, while we'll show that repeatable, holistic, community-led workshops lead to success. Thank you so much for listening, and I can't wait to start working together. Thank you so much again for listening, and these are the sources that made this presentation possible.